The leadership of the Palestinian militant group Hamas is saying its 6-month ceasefire with Israel will not be renewed when it expires in a few hours' time. Each side accuses the other of breaking the agreement. Hamas says Israel has not met its commitment to lift the blockade of Gaza. Israel denies any such undertaking and says it tightened its blockade in response to Palestinian rockets. Well, joining me from Washington is Ghaith al-Omari, a former advisor to Palestinian President Abbas. A very warm welcome to you. You can hear me. We can't see. We can see you at the moment. Welcome to you again. When the moment comes around and the ceasefire ends, what changes?
I think what we will see is a tactical change. I think we will see an escalation for a limited period, but I don't think that the ceasefire will collapse completely. Neither Hamas nor Israel have an interest in a resumption of a full-scale hostilities. I think Hamas in particular is going to escalate in order to try to renegotiate the ceasefire and get better terms, and also in order to try to pressure Egypt into opening up its own borders with Gaza. So I don't see a strategic change, but a tactical one.
Has anything actually been achieved by the ceasefire?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What has happened is that it has stopped the possibility of a full-scale Israeli invasion of Gaza, which would have had unimaginable human and political costs. It has created a level of stabilization that was good for all the parties concerned. And that's what I believe, that both Israel and Hamas will go back to a ceasefire.
Now, the man you were formerly an advisor to, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, is going to be meeting President Bush tomorrow. Do you expect anything to come out of that meeting?
It's not going to be a meeting for substantive breakthroughs. I think we're beyond that with this administration. I think the purpose of the meeting is to send a message that the U.S. will continue supporting the peace process and to avoid the mistake that President Clinton did. When President Clinton left office, he left a very negative message to President Bush, saying that there is no hope in the peace process. I think President Bush is sending a very clear signal that this is a U.S. policy and that he'll be recommending to President-elect Obama that he continues the peace process.
So the handover between the presidents you see as being more positive, because, I mean, it was only a few months ago that President Bush was saying that he was hopeful there was going to be a peace deal by the end of his term in office. This clearly hasn't happened.
I think that was very unrealistic. There were many mistakes in managing the peace process. However, the fundamentals are still right. And I think that we're having a new administration which is going to start with a new page. Their approach is going to be different. Their credibility in the region will be different. And they will have a chance to maybe avoid some of the mistakes done by the current administration. The current administration tried, but I think they didn't do it professionally enough. Hopefully the next guys will be more adamant and more successful in their efforts.
OK, Ghaith al-Omari, former advisor to Palestinian President Abbas. Many thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thousands of